Alright, and let's do another quick gameplay commentary for today. It's a Russian program, guys, and we have a FFA match on Invasion, as you can tell. And my class setup, probably going to be using the TAR Wasteland. I guess I'm using the M4 here. Okay, cool. This is a class I normally use with Wasteland, but it's basically long range kind of silencer. I do have to, little disclaimer, this gameplay might be a slightly campy one. This is more of demonstration of how you can go on a long gun streak, and the idea is to use, obviously, you got your suppressor, your silencer, you got your scavenger. You want to conserve, stay off the map, right? Stay off the radar, and you conserve your ammo. And you're gonna use like claymore stuff like that. It's gonna be kind of annoying, but I want to highlight that playing COD for many years, you see if you're an experienced player, veteran player, returning Modern Warfare 2 for like the remaster or something like that, you probably remember how certain people. Or I guess in the newer CODs, so you get those people that can't keep in a one kill death, for those that care, right? And then some people who have crazy like one and a half is pretty good, 2 or above 2 kill death, right? And what really separates those players that have the higher ratios, the KDR or what is it, the elimination ratio these days, it's basically the fact that you kind of maybe use a bit of a stealthy setup. You're not necessarily camping. This one you're still going around, but you're playing a little bit more smart. You're kind of, especially in the free for all, it's a good example of this, where you avoiding the center, the highly trafficked center, like the more the heat zones of the map, right? You're kind of staying off to the sides, and you're trying to make sure you keep your back to the walls, something you don't really have to watch it that much. I forget to mention my previous videos, I use a headset. I do use some Turtle Beach X07 Pro. This was like many years ago when I got this gameplay, but there's probably a lot better ones now. But the point is, you use a headset. It had some like a superhuman, but like a super hearing mode, something like that, where it works really nicely with Ninja Pro. And I don't know, some people are gonna say like dude, like this Modern Warfare 2, everybody knows Modern Warfare. Like, listen, I don't play the game anymore, but I remember when I used to play like many years back, I wouldn't just run around aimlessly like some people say with this COD, but I actually have a strategic approach, right? I don't play with a party usually, because I like to play solo, because that way I only have myself to blame. And the best game mode for that is to play free-for-all, right? Because you're 1 versus the 7 other players. However many players they decide to put in the remaster, it's the same idea. I like it because there's more players you can get consistently. If you can't get a match of like ground war, especially Modern Warfare 2 will be about like 12, 13 years old at this point, so it's a lot easier if you're going back to it. You're gonna get a free-for-all lobby and plenty of players, right, to go up against and get your streaks and stuff. We got carriers here finally, but it's another thing with when you're using hardline, you get your sticks faster, but of course not using stopping power, your bullets are gonna do a little bit less damage, especially using a silencer. That's another thing, gonna do less damage at longer ranges. But anyways, I was saying, it's also nice that even if enemy calls on the UAV, then it's only the one player that can see your position for free-for-all, right, as opposed to your normal TDM or domination. But it's always annoying when somebody takes down your Harriers. As you can see, got no more air support, enemy UAVs inbound. I'm gonna stay at the corner, I'm gonna stay at the side. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stay there the whole game, it just means that I'm going to be on the edges of the map, right? I want control over my territory here, and I don't want to give up that control, right? I want to know, especially if you have like a more extensive map knowledge, right? You know, I don't think anybody knows has memorized every single spawn perfectly, but if you have a general idea where the spawns are, oh, I get very lucky to not have been killed by that Predator missile, but that's also why you got a lot of enemy aircraft, you know, and you don't have cold-blooded in this case if you're using hardline. If you do have it, then I guess you're okay, you're protected from the aircraft, but you're missing out on either faster kill streaks or faster time to kill with stopping power. But you should stay in the building. Like there's still measures that you can take against it, right? But you're not gonna be able to do anything to get yourself faster time to kill or faster kill streaks if you're just running cold blood. And it's nice. Finally, this guy is gonna be destroying everything in this game. But I've got my chopper gunner. You can probably guess what's gonna happen to it. But the idea is on a long kill streak. It's a survivalist sort of, and I always change my, I change my sensitivity usually around like 10 or insane. But getting the chopper gunner, I noticed that using the medium sensitivity, which I believe is 4 or so, level 4, it's a lot easier to control, especially with analog sticks. This gameplay, of course, Xbox 360, and you can already tell the flares popping that it is not good. I think I got either 4 or 5 kills there. It's not very many at all, but this is 21 kills so far. I believe this is a perfect streak so far, but unfortunately I'm gonna spoil it a little bit here. We are not gonna go get a nuke in this game, unfortunately, but it's another thing that, like, you can play it pretty well, you can survive, and you can it's just if my streaks didn't get taken down, I think then I would have had it. But and you obviously want to be very careful if you're on a high kill streak, but I'm not just sitting in one corner in one spot. I'm a bit smart with my claymores, right? Put the claymores down, make sure I'm listening always. I hear my claymore go off, right? Hearing the enemy footsteps, I hear them better. I don't need sitrep necessarily. With the sitrep pro, we get louder enemy footsteps. I just use Ninja Pro, right? As I was saying about my headset, with the super mode that I have on it, it's basically a little bit enhanced hearing. It's basically an it's the Turtle Beach XO7 Pro. This is probably be like 5-6 years, 7 years old at this point. Probably it's about as old as the gameplay, but you can hear a lot better anyway. So you can use those kinds of substitutes for things you don't need to run, like those special types of perks anyway. So you can see this is actually winning it here, but I think it's only temporary. I'll see. It's only I haven't watched this gameplay in a while, but the score is gonna go up. Enemy score goes up very quickly because they're being very aggressive, right? They can afford to be. Is this the Nuke gameplay? This is probably the Nuke gameplay. Wow. Did I? Okay, I don't think I was gonna. I was trying to upload a different gameplay. I don't know. We're gonna. Basically, I guess this is the Nuke gameplay. Wonderful. Okay, well, you guys just saw a Nuke out of me. It's one of the better ones that I got, actually. I guess. But I wanted to upload a different video, but we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll probably keep this one. But yeah, tactical Nuke. Pretty well balanced, I would say. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. That was quite surprising. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care.